So, um, I was programming after work about 5 or 6 hours till around 11, which is a couple hours ago now, and then I've been just fucking around on the internet, playing in, what's that thing, GarageBand, and, and thinking about things. And I've had a lot of videos I wanted to make, or things I wanted to talk about, so many I won't remember and get to them probably, but I mean I will by thinking of them again later. So what is it? Yeah, I guess it's about 1 or something. But anyway, so just to give you context. So I've been thinking about this thing about, this model, this frame that everybody has about why we're here. And, I think there's truisms, which are frames you can apply. They'll always apply. You can always look at it as if somebody is here to get attention, or as if they're here to get a new career, as if they're here. And some of those will always have some applicability. Some will just sometimes have applicability, like trying to actually make a career here. That's more rare than, say, trying to get attention. And of course there'll be recipes, but I would just call a recipe, that people will have more than one reason or whatever. And my philosophy is you don't justify yourself online. I just come here and make videos for my own purposes. Because some of my purposes are, I want to be ethical. It's like, okay, share information, tell people, don't fool people and stuff. But then again, even trying to do that, I say things as clearly as possible, and people are like, what? I don't understand. So, it's like I don't have total control of that exchange, so I have much more influence on, whether I find it constructive to some purpose of my own, is all I'm saying. But I do try to make it so it's constructive to other people if they'll tell me what they find most constructive in terms of information exchange. But one thing is, this part of this whole framework is the advocacy that is assumed, that it's like you're trying to spread a message. Now, yeah, Black Heavyweight thinks I'm prideful and I'm clearly opinionated in the sense of have a lot of opinions and so on and so forth, which in this company I think is a quite common characteristic, but be that as it may. I definitely have a lot of opinions, and, it probably doesn't matter if we all have a lot. But does that mean I'm trying to make you believe my opinions? No, I don't think it does. I mean, I think it's only fair. I mean, it's like Snake. He's a topic of the moment. So, he's a sandbagger. I'm stupid and really, I don't read books and he's real read. But he doesn't might necessarily say that, but he does, but he doesn't, but he implies, but he doesn't imply, It's sandbagging, making it like, it's like me with, I love to do videos with my hair crazy, or I've had something to drink, or something to make it look debilitated, like a quail pretending to have a broken, that's sandbagging. People that make quick assumptions, then go, oh, you must be this kind of person. And they miscalculate you. And you gain a rhetorical advantage. It's as simple as that. And, this was a realization for me to realize that that's part of why I like this, Nirvana. I like whatever's going on, film it kind of style. There's other reasons. I could have more flattering reasons, but it's a self-aware reason. And, it's it's a way of surviving, to be an underachieve, to try to get your skills really advanced and then underachieve is one of the strategies. You can also try to get them, your skills mediocre, which is easy to do, and then overachieve on them. That's what a lot of people do. That's stress inducing. Don't do that. But so do I want you to believe what I believe in. See, the thing is this, the way I separate logic and input principles and stuff is such that, look, I wouldn't want you to believe what I believe or see the world exactly the way I do. I'd love, okay, my pride or my wanting to share a message, sure, it'd be great if you're influenced by it. But I wouldn't want you to believe what I believe because, look, first of all, let's say what my life has had good results deciding things my way. You would have had a different initial condition, so it still wouldn't mean that yours ended up good following my way of thinking. For your experiences, you probably need at least a slightly, probably very different way of thinking, right? Now, if mine turned out bad, of course, it wouldn't mean that yours would turn out good, but it could, following what... No, it's best to accept being well-informed, and stop thinking so much about which way of looking at things you should convert to or find your final solace in. Anyway, that's the way I look at it. All right, cheers late at night.